I'm Christiana. I'm 20. High school, what was high school like? I kind of just like seeked after friends, and like that was what I was like wanting to be, was friends with people. And so I found a friend group, and they kind of like were a little bit crazy, and so I would like it was kind of crazy. But basically I went to ECU, and then I kind of like was going like, I was like drinking, but like every single day of the week. And so I was kind of like, there's more to like my life than this. And I was like kind of seeking fulfillment in those things. And so on the days that we weren't like drinking, I would feel like really, really depressed, which I already knew that alcohol kind of do that too. It can make you like really sad. But I was getting to a point where I would literally like not be able to get out of bed, and like would want to be home, and like was just really, like my brain like couldn't really function because I was not sober like during most of the days. And so I was just like, I'm gonna cut everything out because I don't want to drink anymore, and I don't want to drink, and I was saying I don't want to drink, and so I was like using Jesus as a way to be like, I'm not drinking because of Jesus. But then it's like, that's not how that works. Like there was no relationship. I was just cutting it out because I wanted to cut it out. And so I was like saying, oh, I want to have a relationship with Jesus, so I have to cut this out. And so it became like a struggle, and I was like, why is this such a struggle? Like I want to follow Jesus so bad, and like I want to like be like my sister, like that joy that she has. I want that, and like why can't I do it? Like I stopped drinking, like I stopped other things in my life, and I kept slipping up, and I was confused as to why am I slipping up? Because like I'm doing this, why is the Lord not helping me? Well, then I went to a campus ministry at Charlotte and called Ignite, and I in November of 2022, so last year, yeah, I was really seeking the Lord, like wanted to know him so badly. Through this like month, actually. So that month of November, I was really seeking the Lord, and I was like, okay, like this isn't working. I keep slipping up. I need to like actually like seek him. And like I had genuinely like had more of a desire to like know him because I was like failing. So I went to Ignite, and I heard about how Jesus died on the cross for me, and that he like did that because he desires a relationship with me, and that he loves me, and that was what led him to the cross, was because of how much he loved me, and to stop like finding satisfaction in the world, because like the only satisfaction I'll ever find is in Jesus. And I've heard the gospel because I like grew up going to church, and like I went to a Christian school, but all those Christian environments I was a part of, nobody had ever like actually shared the gospel with me. I sat in the room, and I like remember I heard those words, and it was like the Lord literally like spoke to my heart, and I like felt like this like overwhelming sense of like peace, and like everything that I had been like striving for, I like felt this like rest. Like I was in like complete rest. Like my heart was like, oh my gosh, like this is worth sacrificing things for. And so it was like in that moment I realized that I had been trying to like chase after, like I wasn't chasing after Jesus because I wasn't fully surrendering. And then when I was like, I fully want to know him, was the moment where my ears and my eyes were open to the gospel, which was like really cool, because I was like, yeah, I've been trying to seek him for so long. And then it was like, I genuinely am at the point where I want to know him. And so he was like, now your heart is like, you now are actually wanting to seek me with a pure heart. Like you actually want to know. So I think that moment I was like, oh no, I just want a relationship with Jesus. Like whatever follows after that, I want that. And so at that moment he actually like changed my desires. And so I like wasn't, I mean, obviously there's still temptations and I still struggle, but not in the same way I used to, where I would like fall into it. I like would go to the Lord and be like in prayer and be like, hey, like I'm tempted and I don't want to do this. And I mean, that's kind of it. It's definitely been like so cool, because it's like hope in like the Lord is like just amazing. But that's kind of the moment. And then, yeah, so I'm trying to think. That's kind of it, yeah.
And I'll never forget, never forget.